Hello everyone, my name is Michael Hersey, joining you here from Anchor Subaru in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, here to show you two of our most popular models here at Anchor Auto Group. On my right, the 2019 Subaru Crosstrek Limited, and on my left, the 2018 Nissan Rogue Sport SL. A long list of similarities here between these two competitors. The Subaru on my right, 152 horsepower out of the Boxer 4 in this one, 141 horsepower out of the inline 4 2-liter found in the Nissan. Both cars come with a Lineartronic CVT transmission, but on the Subaru you do have the option of getting the 6-speed manual in the lower trims. The Crosstrek wins on both fuel economy and fuel tank capacity. 33 mpg rated in the Subaru with a 16.6 gallon tank, only a 14-gallon tank found in the Nissan, and with all-wheel drive you only get 30 mpg. Both of these vehicles are all-wheel drive. The Subaru comes with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system, completely standard, no other way to get this car. The Nissan Rogue on my left does come in a front-wheel drive variant in every trim level. This one pictured to the left of me is an all-wheel drive version. Subaru's all-wheel drive system is a symmetrical, full-time all-wheel drive system. All four wheels are always being powered from the engine 100% of the time. On my left, while the Nissan is an all-wheel drive vehicle, it starts in all-wheel drive, and then as soon as you're going fast enough, it switches to front-wheel drive and waits for you to slip to actually apply torque to the other wheels. Cargo volume and passenger volume very similar between the two cars. The Rogue Sport gets you a nice shelf on the top of the rear cargo area here to help organize your things. The Subaru instead goes with a privacy screen that just helps to cover all your belongings in the back of the car. About 100 feet of cubic storage total in the Subaru, 55 of that used for just the cargo area, 96 total feet of storage in the entire Nissan, 53 of that just in the back of the car. A very plush, comfortable interior in the 2019 Crosstrek this year. A nice leather seat with some pretty good bolstering on it. I do prefer sitting in this one than I do the Nissan. This is a 6-way power seat in the 19 Limited, standard on this trim. It's the only trim level that gets the power seat though. I can go forward, back, up and down with the seat, and I can also recline, but no lumbar support as found in the Nissan. It is leather stitching throughout here in the Limited, with the orange stitching found on the seats, the shifter, the dash, and even the doors. Some faux carbon fiber accent trims around. A beautiful 6.5 or 8-inch touchscreen featuring Starlink version 3 with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely standard in the car. And then Subaru Starlink telematics services also available in this trim level, with everything from automatic collision notification all the way to remote start. Also standard in the Crosstrek Limited starting in 2019 is Subaru's EyeSight system. It is available in all trim levels, but found standard when you get leather seats this year. Now, the only option that this particular Crosstrek Limited is missing is the Harman Kardon audio system and the GPS navigation system actually built into the unit. But since this car comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely standard, I have my choice of Google Maps, Apple Maps, or even Waze to use as a navigation system in this car, not the case in the Nissan. Also in the Crosstrek Limited, I do have featured a single zone automatic climate control system, whereas the Nissan has a dual zone. Tons of outward visibility here in the Crosstrek, certainly a staple of the Subaru line and not lost on this car. Moving the side mirrors down onto the doors really opens up this normal blind spot by the A-pillar, and that's very apparent in this model. Stepping out of the Crosstrek and into the Rogue, I certainly feel as though I'm stepping into another brand, and especially Nissan. Any fans of Nissan will find this interior very familiar. Everything from the head unit display to the climate control display, even down to the steering wheel, feel like the normal Rogue, the Murano, feel like just about every Nissan I've ever sat in. I can feel the difference of the ride height even before I set off. The Rogue here is sitting at 7.4 inches off the ground, the Subaru at 8.7, the same as the Outback, the Forester, and the Ascent in that brand. The seat is nice and comfortable. It certainly feels plush when I'm sitting here still, but once I'm actually out driving, I feel like I slide around in this seat a bit more than I do in the Subaru. I do see featured on the lower left a couple of bespoke options here in the Nissan. The Eco Mode button, so I can really get as much as I possibly can out of a tank of gas. The all-wheel drive lock mode, not found on the Subaru since that just stays in all-wheel drive all the time. This one allows you to vary it from more of a front-wheel drive base system for better fuel economy on nicer days to being able to lock it in a more 50-50, more rugged all-wheel drive system if you chose. There's also the heated steering wheel button, not found in any Crosstrek, but is found here in the SL Rogue Sport. A few bespoke features only found here in the Rogue Sport. The remote start does become standard in this trim level from Nissan. The Rogue Sport also offers dual zone automatic temperature control compared to single zone in the Crosstrek. The rear passengers even have their own air conditioning vents, not found in any Crosstrek there. An 8-way power seat is standard on the SL and offers 2-way lumbar support as opposed to the Subaru 6-way. And a heated steering wheel is standard in the trim level. As opposed to Subaru Starlink telematic services, in the Nissan Rogue Sport we will find Nissan Connect, offering a slew of telematic services very similar to the Subaru. Lastly, becoming a staple of the Nissan line is this nice D-shaped steering wheel. I do have to say I would like this to be in the Subaru. This particular Rogue Sport is as nice as it gets, featuring the navigation system, and that is what's displayed on the screen here. A 5.5-inch display here in the Rogue Sport. While Subaru's eyesight system is standard in the Crosstrek Limited this year, Nissan is quick to the table with the intelligent safety shield, featuring things like pre-collision braking, lane sway warning, and blind spot detection here in the Rogue Sport this year. While both cars have backup cameras completely standard, the Nissan really takes it to the next level with the surround view monitor. Being able to get a bird's eye view of the entire car as you move around parking lots is a really nice feature. You don't really realize how much you'd like that until you actually see it displayed on this beautiful 5.5-inch screen here in the Rogue Sport. Well, as you can see, both the Subaru Crosstrek and the Nissan Rogue Sport, a lot of similarities between the two, but a few distinct differences. Come get yours today.